You're listening to The Scrimmage with Daniel Hargrove and Justin Damasiewicz.
Let's move on to Stump Daniel then.
Wait a second. Maybe, but it's not Justin's fault that the Seahawks pooped themselves.
Yeah, but we can blame him.
All right. Anyway, let's move on to Stump Daniel.
I blame people for things all the time when it's not their fault.
So
seems fair.
Play that Stump Daniel imaging.
Justin, what are we going to do next?
We're going to Stump Daniel. All right.
Dang it.
Do you have a legal situation and need someone on your side? Let the law office of Jeffrey A. Damasiewicz be your advocate. If you've been the victim of medical malpractice, suffered a personal injury, or need representation with real estate law, small business law, or estate planning, let Jeff Damasiewicz put his 29 years of experience to work for you. Call Jeff Damasiewicz today at 360-612-3991 or visit damasiewiczlaw.com. That's DAMASIEWICZLAW.com. Obscure NFL stats trivia, Daniel.
Oh, okay.
I have 4 questions for you. You have a total of 5 possible points. And I don't think
I like points.
Yeah, so I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair to grade this like a test, because then you get 1 wrong and all of a sudden it's a B-. You get 2 wrong and all of a sudden you basically fail.
But I thought you created this to never be fair anyway.
No, yes, I did. But I'm going to set this up. It's going to be like golf. We're going to say this is a par 3, okay?
Okay.
So if you get 4 right, then you're 1 better than par, which means you get a birdie. If you get all 5 of them, you get an eagle. If you get 2 right, it's a bogey. And if you get 1 right, it's a double bogey.
Got it.
Because
I'm tracking.
Because I like to try to make sure that the scoring system is a little bit more convoluted every single week. So today we're going to go golf scoring because reasons.
Yeah.
We're pivoting from Stump Daniel to screw you, listeners.
Just
Yeah. Maybe we should rename this segment. Okay. All of these stats are via ESPN Stats and Info on Twitter. Here's your first question, Daniel. This player has thrown 4 touchdown passes in 1 half twice this season. No other player has 1 such performance, but this player has thrown 4 touchdown passes in 1 half twice this season.
Patrick Mahomes.
Not correct.
Poop.
Good guess. The answer is Baker Mayfield.
What?
Who threw 4 touchdown passes in the first half against my Tennessee Titans this week,
Yikes.
and also threw 4 touchdown passes in the second half of a Week 7 win against Cincinnati. So you're 0 for 1.
Dang.
Adrian Peterson has now rushed for at least 5 touchdowns in a season 11 times,
Wow.
which ties him with Walter Payton for 3rd on the all-time list in that category. Which 2 players are ahead of Adrian Peterson and Walter Payton on that list? So 5th, Adrian
Emmitt
Peterson.
Smith?
Yes, Emmitt Smith is one of them.
Jim Brown?
That is not correct. The other one is Marcus Allen. So right now you're 1 out of 3.
Okay.
You gotta get the next 2 to save par.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I'm scrambling.
This NFL team held a 9-0 lead after the first quarter of this week's matchup. It was both the largest lead they have held and the most points they have scored in any first quarter this season. So a 9-0 lead for this team at the end of the first quarter. 9 points was the largest lead they've held all season, and it was the most points they've scored in a first quarter this year.
I'm going to say the New York Jets.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's not correct. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars.
That was going to be my other guess.
Yeah, they ended up losing.
Yeah.
They were up 9-0, but they ended up losing 27-24 in overtime against the Minnesota Vikings.
Mike Glennon's not good. Also, Andrew's got girls messaging him, "Okay, I love you," on his phone here.
How many girls?
At least one.
Who knows?
What?
Let's speculate wildly.
Right? Maybe it's 20. I mean, I've been looking at his phone for like 15 minutes, so if we can then assume that he gets one of these messages every 15 minutes.
Okay, final question. Daniel,
Well played.
if you make this putt you can have a bogey.
Okay.
If you miss this putt, it's a double bogey.
I feel like I'm more like chipping in at this point.
This quarterback is 3-12-1 in his career when rushing for less than 40 yards, and 8-4 in his career when rushing for 40 or more yards. This quarterback is 3-12-1 in his career when rushing for less than 40 yards, and 8-4 in his career when rushing for 40 or more. So think about that total number of games there.
I think Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray is correct. Yes. And you have a bogey. You're playing bogey golf.
I'll take it.
If I went out there and played bogey golf, I'd be totally happy with that.
You know, I always try and play bogey golf. That is my goal.
Aim high.
By the way, speaking of Kyler Murray, thanks a lot, Cardinals, for not holding up your end of the deal here.
Yeah, sheesh. That's going to do it. I've been stumped with a bogey, but am I happy about it? I don't know. Will I have an athlete of the week coming up next? Maybe.